Right, tying up a sack, and this has brought this on by this outrageous load of nonsense. So it's wrapped and wrapped, and you've got knots and then more knots and yet more knots, and you go, what were these people thinking of? And it's not even tight. So let's just, and they've wrapped it round and round as if using more string makes all the difference. So this is a bit of, and there's another end there, I don't know what's going on. So this is a bit of a rant about how to tie a sack up, or in some certain parts of the country they call it a bag. Okay, there's a bit of breeze going on, so we might have a bit of breeze in the camera, and the wind chimes are rattling away, and that's the wind chimes that are made out of, see what's going on, that's just an extra piece, and the wind chimes are made out of aluminium pulleys out of washing machines. Okay, so even that wasn't tight, and all we've got in here is wet straw. Right, there are two ways of doing this. The simple way, first of all, like that, and just spin it through to create an eye. Okay, so grab hold of the bag like that and pull it through and grab it with the other hand. Okay, then we put that end through that loop. Okay, and that is now good and tight. But of course one of the problems here is you want to tie this off. Okay, and you don't want it to slip. So that's a bit of a tricky one. Okay, because really you want this to go underneath that loop. So let's put that underneath there and then tighten it up. Okay, and we've got it underneath now, and that's it. One bit of string. Okay, and it's not too bad to undo because I've left a loop. But it's not that easy to undo, but it's nice and tight. Okay, let's try this other piece. So we've still got that all looped together, and another way of doing it is underneath and through. Okay, so that is real nice and tight. Then we just do a loop and put that round like that, and that is nice and tight. But if I pull that, it will undo. So if you really wanted to make sure, you could just do an extra knot on the top. Okay, so I'll just show you. Look, it's created a loop and we undo it. So I'll just do this again. We'll just tighten it up as tight as we can, create a loop, put that round like that and through, and then we could just cut this off. And we've got about another 4 foot of string, so that can be used on several other sacks. And of course it's easy to undo. So instead of wind it round and tie a knot and wind it round and it's not very tight, there you go. Hopefully you find that useful and interesting. And of course, where you tie the loop on the end like this is particularly useful if you're bundling up stuff like bean sticks. It'll be a bit longer than this, but effectively what you do is then you would just come through and tie it off with a single half hitch, and that's good enough. So you pull it tight, and across the bean sticks there will be gaps through underneath the string through which you can pass it through. Do a half hitch and it's tight. So it's not rocket science, but when you end up with a whole rat's nest of string that actually isn't doing any good, it's a bit depressing, isn't it? Yeah, up to a standard. Catch up with you soon. Cheers for now.